Welcome, my name is Kyle for the win, and welcome to another Black Ops 4 Best Class Setup video. Today, we are going to be covering the GKS submachine gun here, of course, in Black Ops 4. As you guys know, my goal is to cover every single weapon here in Black Ops 4 before Modern Warfare comes out, so I will probably be doing about one class setup video a week. We have quite a few guns in the playlist, but we still have quite a few guns to cover in this game, so we may run out of time, but for now we're going to be trying and doing one class setup a week, and today we are doing the GKS submachine gun. Now the GKS is a very interesting submachine gun because it is very, very good in hardcore. It's, in my opinion, from what I've seen from hardcore, the sweat weapon of choice in hardcore. Like, it's always used, it's always doing well, getting a lot of kills, and seems like a very good gun in hardcore, but it's also a very good gun in regular multiplayer if you know how to use it. So the GKS has very low recoil, a slowish fire rate, so it's kind of like a mini baby assault rifle. It can do very well from close range, but you want to stay probably to medium range with this gun because that's where it excels most. But this class setup I think is pretty good. It also is catered towards those hardcore players, so if any of you guys watching this best class setup video are hardcore players, you can also take this class setup into your game as well. So jumping in here with the attachments for the GKS, I have gone for reflex sight, grip 1, grip 2, and suppressor. I've gone for reflex sight because with this gun, I kind of use it like a baby ICR, so I want to be able to kill enemies from very far away, and having that reflex sight makes it so I can kill enemies from very far away, and that is just a very nice benefit with this weapon. So it just keeps you more accurate. The iron sights for both the irregular GKS and the GKS Mark II, which you're seeing in this video, they're not the best in my opinion, so I just like having that reflex sight, number 1, because I don't like the iron sights, and number 2, I can be super accurate and super laser beam, so that's why I really like having the reflex sight on the GKS. Of course, I have grip 1 and 2 for this gun, and what grip 1 does is it just lowers the recoil. So grip 1 reduces the recoil while aiming down the sight, and grip 2 minimize recoil when aiming before firing, and reduces flinch when aiming down the sight. So basically, this gun becomes a straight up laser beam of a weapon, 0 recoil, and it is very fun to use when it has no recoil, because you're able to kill enemies from long range. You have less flinch, so you can just laser beam people just like you were using an ICR. Except it also has the plus of being pretty good from close range. So now jumping into the suppressor, this is kind of the attachment that is up to you guys to change and experiment with. I started off with extended mags or long barrel, but what I found with this gun was that when I did not have it silenced, I would have a lot of difficulties getting multi-kills and getting kills from far away. Somehow, I just don't like not having the silencer on this gun, but again, it is completely up to you what you guys prefer to use. Again, these classes are all subjective. You guys can use whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. But for me, I have to use a suppressor on this gun for many reasons. I mean, it keeps you stealthy on the radar. You are, you're invisible, and it's harder for enemies to know where you are, and I think that's a really big key with this weapon because of the fact that it's not super good from close up and that the damage is a little bit low, so you have to be pretty careful with how you use this gun. But overall, I think it's a very good class setup. I actually used this in a Black Ops 4 live episode on Wednesday, so if you guys missed that, you guys can check that out and see this gun in a live gameplay. But the gameplay in the background is a pretty good representation about how good this class setup can be if you are very accurate. And that's another thing I forgot to mention. Accuracy is key with this gun, which is again why I have grip 1 and grip 2. So a little bit different here in this class is I actually don't have any gear this time. I actually realized that when before making this video that I actually don't have a gear equipped, and that is because of my perk loadout. Again, my perk loadout is pretty standard for every best class setup video. I've gone for scavenger, flak jacket for my perk 1s, and for my perk 2 I've gone for dead silence. If you guys want a gear, you can get rid of dead silence or one of the perk 1s, but for me, I just put dead silence on this gun and it felt really good. I actually didn't even notice I didn't have acoustic sensor on my class. I just figured that I had it on by default, and I actually didn't. So, and that also makes it kind of a hardcore class as well, because gear is useful in hardcore, but not as useful as in standard multiplayer, but I've gone for no gear with this class, which is a little bit interesting and different from my previous best class setup videos. And for my equipment, I have gone for just the standard issue equipment so that I don't waste a point. But that is going to do it for the GKS best class setup. Again, big thing to take from this video is accuracy is key. If you aren't accurate, you will definitely not do very well with this weapon. It's very hard to use in that's point, so you have to be very, very accurate, and I think this is a very accurate class setup. And let me know how you guys do with this best class setup video. If you with this class, I mean, if you guys do very well, that's awesome. If you guys struggle with it, please let me know, and maybe I'll tweak it a little bit. But anyway, guys, leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new. Make sure to check out all of my other recent Black Ops 4 best class setup videos. I'll leave them down below in the description in the playlist and at the end of the video. I'll put the full class on the screen right now for you guys to check out for a little bit while I finish the intro. But anyway, guys, if you guys missed any of my recent Modern Warfare videos as well, make sure to check those out as well, and I will see you guys all in a Black Ops 4 video or Modern Warfare video very, very soon.